Hi, Sachin. Let's start moving on to our third discussion, which is all about the performance review. Okay. So we'll talk about two different topics related to the same, how emotional intelligence can be applied to the performance review and what can be a better alternative or option that you can say where performance review is taken as an alternate and not done exactly in the way we have been doing it in the traditional things.
Mhm. Okay. So, performance review, in my understanding and my experience, is most of the time looked at it as if like someone is making an insurance claim. So what happens is that we collect information and data about the performance of a team member um, with various different stakeholders. It could be different departments that they are working with, or with our clients and with the team members, uh, in hope that we will then see what to do with this person in terms of whether it's their salary increment or any kind of appraisal or whatever is required. It is very similar to how when I apply for an insurance and nobody asks me anything, but when I go for claim, at that time, everything then comes out. So an employee goes in a performance review meeting hoping that they will get a salary increment or bonus or some career progression opportunities, but at that time all they get is feedback around problems that have happened in past months or past year with other people that they have interacted with. Now at that time the employee can't do anything about it. If they would have heard about those problems as they were happening, they could have done something about it. They could have improved or done something and get to this point. Now this is a point where I'm coming for my claim and all I'm hearing is how I'm not going to get my claim, how things didn't go as per expectation, or I didn't do what I was expected to do. Although I thought from my angle that I've been working very hard, I've been working very sincerely, and I deserve this raise. But all I hear now is how things didn't go as per the expectation of my manager. Um, and this could be very demotivating and disheartening experience, um, which I believe that instead of centralizing it for the end of the year, if this could be done throughout the year and feedback could be shared as it is happening, then people have more chance to do something about it. They can improve. They can show that they have taken the feedback positively. They've done something about it. It not only improves productivity, but it improves the morale and motivation of the person also that way.
Well, that's a very interesting kind of a case study that you have spoken about the insurance company. Likewise, the insurance companies always try while investigating the case that they don't have to pay ahead the claim, okay, so that they can
Yeah.
save finances and money related to the same. In the same way, when we are sitting at the performance review discussions and then we're trying to find out the loopholes, okay, into the other person or maybe the weaknesses which could have worked upon. So don't you think that this should be something which can be done on an immediate basis at the time when it was actually
Absolutely.
happening?
Absolutely. It not only it could be, but I think it should be done that way. I think the leaders and the managers need to be a bit more proactive, and if they really want good productivity and good employee engagement um, from their team, then it shouldn't be left till the end, because it's not really solving much purpose. Yes, at the end of the day, maybe you are saving some money that you would have given this person in terms of their bonus or salary increment or whatever. um, you saved some money, but you lost the person. You've lost the person. You've disengaged them. You've demotivated them. Not just this person, but maybe the other team members will also get this kind of message as well. So um, I don't think that there is any win in this kind of way of doing performance review, to keep it right to the end and then find loopholes and then find ways to tell the person, no, this was expected from you, but you didn't do this, you didn't do that. Should have told them much earlier so they could have improved. And if you have given them the feedback and they have not improved, then you have a good case to tell that we already told you this and you had all the time to improve and you didn't. And for that reason, this is if you are not getting the increment, or if you are not getting opportunities to go ahead, it's justified, because you gave them the chance, you gave them the time to improve. And if the person is not doing it, then it's justified. But how is it justified to hold the information till the end and then bring it all out, where the person was doing all their best, thinking, I'm doing my best and I haven't heard anything negative, any negative feedback so far, so I must be sailing very nicely. And this time I must be getting some good opportunities in the company in terms of career progression or maybe monetary benefit. And at that time their car just crashes when they hear that, no, we were not as happy as you think we are happy with you.
Right.
Very discouraging.
Moreover, when we talk about such kind of an attrition level, which is specifically happening after the performance reviews are conducted into the company, so hiring a new employee, training them, and then again coming to the similar point at the next year does not solve any purpose for the
Does not solve.
company. Yeah, and moreover, the costing of a new hire will be much more in comparison to the percentage that we have saved into terms of the performance review.
Yeah, and see, if you're just going to keep following this process, you will have people leaving all the time, and it's just like a revolving door. It will just keep happening. It's just going in circles like this. You are hiring a good talent and you are doing this, but the way you are treating them at the end of the year is a very scary kind of an experience. And even if you have people who are with you for 2 3 5 years, who have gone through this process, they're not looking forward to come to the performance review process, also to that meeting. It's like an exam for them. They're scared. They don't know. They have done their best, and still they don't know if they have done enough and if their manager would be happy or not. So it's a criteria that was never shared. I'm playing a game which I don't even know the rules, and I am playing my best, and I find out the rules as I'm giving the exams, that these were the rules, this is what was expected, and this is where I made mistakes. um, it's a very tough game to win. And um, and I personally don't know that we can talk about employee engagement and attrition and all that, and the way we do this. Why are we not linking all these things? Why are we not seeing the connection in all these things?
Right. So coming to the next part of our discussion, that how can you apply the emotional intelligence into performance review and how that can be done? Like, would you like to cite an example about it or maybe any story that would bind our speakers?
One of the stories that comes to my mind is in my consulting days, um, I um, I was looking after a team, and and I did all my best to actually build them to be trusted advisors for our clients, and they were doing their best, and things were going very well, and I knew that things are going very well for them. But that consulting company used to follow certain statistics which told them that only 5% uh, consultants are considered as like star consultants, and and they are responsible for getting good opportunities or appraisals or salary increment and things like that. But here in my team, I could see that nearly 70% of my team was going to cross that threshold. So I was given this clear instructions that I should only allow 5%. And it became my job to shoot them down, basically. People that I have been asking for throughout the year to go beyond, to do their best and things like that. all of a sudden, when they have all done it and they have all crossed the threshold, uh, the company just said that how is it possible? The stats shows that it should be only 5%, and now I should I should now raise the bar high, and just make sure that only 5% cross it. Um, and I found that very unethical practice. So I not only refused to do that, I left the job myself. I didn't want to work in that kind of environment where I was responsible to demotivate my own people that I have been motivating for all this time. So um, that is when I felt like that I'm working like an insurance agent, that now when people are coming and claiming for their rewards, which they have worked very hard for, it is now my time to shoot them down to say, no, your claim is not passed. You haven't done this. You haven't done, it was expected this. It was, so I was required to come up with whatever criteria that I could come up with to make sure that they just get the point that whatever they did was expected. They just did their job, nothing more than that. And the company doesn't see that they are going above and beyond. So very demotivating, not only for me, for everybody else. And I refuse to do that. Now, in terms of what we can do, a emotional intelligence way of handling this is becoming mindful that we should be clear about the criteria, about the rules of the games. We can't invent the rules at the end. Well, people are playing all this time, and now we change the rules for them at the end to say this and that. No, if we should be collecting feedback as much as possible, as early as possible, and share that feedback with our team, with our people. Yes, it can increase my work as a manager, as a leader. It could increase my work because something that I was planning to do at the end of the year, now I have to do it regularly. It could increase my work, definitely. I don't deny that. But is that a reason for me to not do it? Is that a reason for me to not give timely feedback for my team so they can improve? They can do something about some mistakes that they have made, and I give them a chance that improve it. Your exam is coming, so maybe do something about it and give them fair chance, fair fighting chance, instead of holding all that, not giving them any feedback throughout the year, not talking to other stakeholders, to other department heads, or to the clients, to the customers, to other team members. Only do it at the end of the year, collect all that information, and then give them that you did this wrong, you did that wrong, and all that. And they have no fighting chance because they can't improve, they can't go back and do anything about it. So giving timely feedback, enjoying, celebrating small wins with people, not only just that this was expected, you should be achieving this result, and only focusing on whether you achieve the result or not. Acknowledging the efforts, acknowledging that what they have done, they have gone above and beyond, and there could be many circumstances, many things that were beyond their control, beyond their influence that came up, and because of that reason they were not able to achieve their goals, or in the way that we are expecting. Acknowledging that, and yet celebrating small wins with the team, keeps the morale up, keeps the performance up of each and every person, rather than they seeing it performance review as an exam that they have to pass at the end. Let's make performance review as a self-learning, self-motivating, and self-awareness process throughout the year, that the person looks forward to, that this is what I am hearing from my manager and my leader is good for me. I need to improve in this area, rather than using it as a stick to punish someone at the end of the year. How about we use it as a method where they improve, they want to improve, they actually see that, they look forward to, they go to their manager and ask them, tell me what that client has told you, tell me what this person has told you about me, I want to improve. Let people come to them instead of getting scared with this process.
That's so true that you have said it. Okay. So with this, I come to an end to this discussion. However, with this particular situation going on in terms of the COVID and all, don't you think that this particular dreaded thing will not happen this particular year in terms of pandemic, saying that, okay, fine, pandemic has affected our business, we might not be able to do it. Next year also the similar situation happens. So how exactly companies are looking forward to not to do it by giving an excuse of the COVID and situations like this? Because what
Yeah.
I
So
believe, any company which has sustained into the market for 5 years in consistency, okay, and they did not happen to close the operations and they have maintained and achieved return of investments, okay, on a huge level. They have celebrated certain successes in terms of achieving and going and beyond the target set across for them, okay. How can they come up this particular year saying that the COVID has impacted everything and the past profits they have made, they're not willing to share it with the stakeholders?
yeah, true. So 2 points over here, two distinct points. One is with the COVID situation, most people are working from home and all that. So yes, the method has changed. We are not doing face to face, but we can always speak with people on the phone or online video conferencing, audio conferencing, or anything. So um, yes, the way I will now collect the information has changed. But nothing stops me from collecting timely information from people. So I should still do that. I should still collect timely information and I should share it with my people. As soon as I hear, as soon as I get it, I should share it with them and I should give them a fighting chance to improve. That shouldn't be affected whether it's COVID or not COVID. I personally see that methods will change. That's all. My intention to do that has not changed. I still want to do it. I should find ways of how to do it. So that's one. Second is around the monetary benefits. Yes, companies are financially struggling and there could be less monetary benefits or less rewards that we can pass. True. Um, but that shouldn't mean I can't appreciate my people as much. Okay, I can always make my situation clear to them that because of this and this situation, maybe we are not going to be passing as much monetary benefits as we would have and all that. Um, I could come up with many different ways of dealing with this. Um, I could recognize that yes, you deserve this. You deserve this increment and you deserve that. And maybe right now what we can afford is give you this much. But just because we are giving you this much doesn't mean that you don't deserve more. You deserve more. But the situation right now is that this is all what we can offer you, and maybe have some kind of plan, something that maybe compensate in other ways or hold some payment and pay when the company becomes a bit more financially stable to pay more. See, intention needs to be there to do it. I can always find ways to then do what I can do and have open communication with my people, with my team members, that I recognize this, I appreciate, and I really want you to know that it is all noted. So um, just because I can't afford to pay increments or bonuses to you, I'm not going to use that to punish you or bring you down or make you feel that no, you didn't do enough, that is why you are not getting paid. No, make people know that you have done enough. We are very happy with you. You have gone above and beyond. But right now, this is the situation. That's where it stands. And people are genuine. People are understanding. As long as I become a bit more emotionally intelligent, bit more mindful as a leader, is how to put the point across to my people. They are mature. They understand. I just need to be a mature and emotionally intelligent to handle this situation as well.
So honest communication always works from the company
Honest
management.
communication always work. Uh, Honest, vulnerable,
Mhm.
genuine, authentic communication, that this is what it is. We are all struggling. As your team leader, as your manager, even I am in the same boat as well.
Right. So thanks for this wonderful session on to the performance review, Sachin. Let's move ahead with the second part of our
Thank
discussion.
you.
Okay.
Yes, thank you.